So hello guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video we are going to see time modules in Python. This video was requested by one of our viewers and thank you for the suggestion, and let's get into the video right away. So our first step will be to import time library, and this can be done by a simple command, that is import time. Okay, now I'll tell you what is time function. So time function, it gives us time since the epoch. Now what do we mean by since the epoch? Okay, so I have the information. So since the epoch, and what is epoch? Time since the time period was known, and the beginning of the time is measured from 1 Jan 12 am 1970. So if I want to know the time since the epoch, what I'll do is I'll create a variable and I'll just use the time function. So here it is, and now I'll print the initial time. I have written ini as it is initial time. You can take any variable. So I'll just print it, and you can see that this many seconds have passed since the epoch. I mean, this many seconds have occurred since the epoch. Okay, so now let's cross check these seconds and just paste it. These are second in year, and if I calculate this is 54. So if we do 1970 plus 54, we get 2024. So this many seconds have passed since the epoch. So guys, let's understand the concept of time function. So for that I'll use for loop, and I'll check how much time it took to run the for loop. Okay, so I am yet to teach the for loop, but for this video I'll need it. So just see the syntax, it is very easy. So for a in range of, let it be 100, I'll repeat it 100 times, and I'll print a text and let it be subscribe, please, 100 times. Okay, so now we need to get the time before running the loop, and that will be this initial time is equal to time function. Okay, so this will give us time before running the loop, and to check how much time it took, we will subtract it with the original time. So it goes like time took is equal to time function minus initial time, because it was the time before starting the loop. I hope you guys understand, and I'll then print it. So the time took is percentage f in decimal. So here I'm using f, that goes for float. Okay, and it will give us time took. So now let's run the loop, and you can say it printed subscribe please 100 times, and at last you can see the time took is 0.996 second. I mean 0.0009996 seconds. Okay, so it gives the time in seconds. So okay, now see, minor change, 998, 996, anything. So guys, we just saw how to get the time from the for loop using a time function. So now let's move on to our next function. So our next function will be ctime, and what it will give us is local time in string. So to use this function, I'll consider a variable, let it be check time, and it will give us the current time. So time dot ctime. Okay, and I'll print the variable. So if you can see, Saturday, June, and it's 3:37 am. So this was the second function we saw, and now let's move on to the next one. So guys, our next function is sleep function, and what this function will do is it will add a delay or suspend execution of a code for a given number of seconds. So to understand this function, what I'll do is I'll print anything, let it be hello. Okay, and now what I'll do is I'll add the delay. So time dot sleep, and inside this bracket we have to provide the number of seconds for which we want the delay. So let it be 6 seconds. Okay, and after 6 seconds it will execute another thing. So let's give this hello at. Okay, here also I'll provide at, and what I'll do is I'll use the time function which we saw earlier, so that it will give us current time of both the execution. So this is how we will understand it very well. So now let's run this and see what happens. So you can see we got hello at 3:54 and 26 seconds, and we got another hello at 3:54 and 32 seconds. So here we saw 6 seconds of delay, and that is what we gave here in this sleep function. So this is the time sleep function. So these were some of the main important time module functions we saw here, and this is it for this video, and I hope you guys like this video, and please make sure to like, subscribe this video, and thanks for watching.